Hello everyone! Welcome back to Channel Station. My name is Craig. Where do you think I'm from? Can you guess? Do you think I'm from England? No, I'm not from England. Can you guess? I am from South Africa. And I have very exciting news. I'm going to be married soon. My fiancée is from the USA. I love her very much. But we disagree on a lot of things. Most of the time, it's about how to pronounce different words or how we call things different names. In South Africa, we speak what I call Commonwealth English. Commonwealth means countries that once belonged to England. Americans, however, speak American English. Some words, they say, sound different. They also use different words to identify items. And they spell words differently too. Let's look at some words and how they might be spelled the same, but sound slightly different from one another. Like this. What do you call this? I call it a tomato. My fiancé calls it a tomato. 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 What about this? I call them vitamins. She calls them vitamins. 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 And what are these? I call them herbs. She calls them herbs. 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 Can you hear? Herb. Herb. When I get flowers, I put them into a vase. She puts them into a vase. 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 And what's this? In South Africa, we have many zebras. She calls them zebras. Zebra. Zebra. Could you hear the difference in the sound of the words? Let's look at some more examples of how Americans have different names for objects. Like these. I call them trainers. She calls them sneakers. Trainers, sneakers. I call this a rubber. She calls it an eraser. Rubber, eraser. This time of the year is autumn. She calls it the fall. Autumn, fall. Oh, I'm tired. I'm going to go on a holiday. She goes on vacation. Holiday, vacation. I would love some sweets. She would get me candy. Sweets, candy. This one's funny. I call this a trolley. I go shopping and I put my groceries in the trolley. She calls it a buggy. Trolley, buggy. It's funny because I call this a buggy. So it gets very confusing. You see, it can be difficult to keep track of what word to use for what object. Let's look at some words that sound the same and have the same meaning, but have different spelling. Like this. This is color. I spell it C-O-L-O-U-R. She spells it C-O-L-O-U-R. O-R. I use a U. It's the same with neighbor. I spell it N-E-I-G-H-B-O-U-R. She spells it N-E-I-G-H-B-O-R. Sounds the same. Neighbor. Neighbor. I studied acting and did a lot of theater. I spell it T-H-E-A-T-R-E. She spells it T-H-E-A-T-E-R. We swap the last two letters. There are many more examples of how American English is different from Commonwealth English. The English language is spoken in almost every country around the world. And for each of those countries, they speak it and sometimes spell it a little differently. But for the most part, English language is the same. It's about time to finish our video. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to Channel Station for more. Goodbye. See you next time.